Ladies and gentlemen, rock people, aficionados from all around the world, welcome back to Musical People and Journeys, the new rock album review show. Welcome to my panel, Paul Matthews, Simon Reed, Trish White and William Hall.
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
This month we are reviewing not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 brand new albums. So you can watch them back to back rather than an hours long show. We're going to segment them off into individual reviews, and then we're going to have a little voting show. Album of the month. Will not William, but will these albums reach our Hall of Fame? Will they qualify for our Album of the Year? Oh, now, as per some of the comments that we hear, please like and subscribe if you like what you hear. And one of the things that we do is that we rate the albums purely from our listening pleasure. They're not technicalities, not nothing. It's just how much we enjoyed at the time listening to these albums, and then we rate them out of 5. We've no 2 shows today. Dom is not with us, nor is Chris, but they have voted, and their votes count. But let's crack on then. The first album that we are reviewing this month is it's a New Year's Day. But it's not quite a New Year's Day. But the band is called New Year's Day, and the album is called Half a Black Heart. Who are New Year's Day? New Year's Day is an American rock band formed in Arnhem, California, 2005. After building a reputation strictly through promotion and social networking website MySpace. Is that still going? The band released its debut self-titled EP in 2006, its full-length album My Dear in 2007. 6 years after initial debut, Victim to Villain was finally released, followed by Malevolence in 2015. Malevolence peaked at number 45 in the Billboard 200. It's pretty impressive, and the band's highest charting thus far. Now, which one of you has half a black heart? Eh? It's got to be Paul Matthews. Paul, you half black-hearted guy, you.
Only half? I'm disappointed.
Well, exactly. The rest have got a full dark heart. You've only got half. You'll be half turned.
The other half's grey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to me.
So,
New Year's Day, heard of them?
No, not until I listened to this album. But from what I've gathered from them is that they have half morphed from their goth rock and alt metal days to embrace their entry into the industrial metal side of things. The opening tracks, Vampire, Half Black Heart, and a single Hurts Like Hell signals this intent. But then they quickly fall off the wagon, where further songs lack the intensity and drama which the first few tracks have in abundance. The album picks up towards the end and bows out with a solid Creature of Habit. But after 5-year hiatus and a reformation of the band with original members, one could have expected much more than this.
Really? Simon, did you expect more, or did it satisfy your tastes? And would you agree? Is it that it was it's this sort of high intensity heavy metal? Is that industrial rock then? Would you term that industrial?
Sure, why not? I mean, labeling all these subgenres are just there's a million billion different labels, and sure. I mean, yeah, I'd never heard of them before, so this is my first time listening to New Year's Day. I really enjoyed it. It was a thoroughly fun album. I think started off strong with Vampire. Absolutely loved Secrets, one of the earlier tracks, but I think for me overall, I found that the album was quite samey. A lot of the tracks sort of blurred into each other as I listened through it. So I really enjoyed it. It was really cool. I didn't realise they'd have had such a back catalogue. So I'll probably go back and have a listen to that and see what else they've done before. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Kind of band I'd actually quite like to go see live, I think. So yeah.
Now, she's wearing white today, so we can't really term her as black-hearted, doesn't she? She's looking very pure and angelic. Trish, talk to me.
Okay. Now, as we well know, when we first started this podcast, goth rock was not my bag at all. But over the past few years, I've been taken on a journey where I still have my bass rock that I love, but have also been open to other genres of rock, some of which I have grown to like, and at times love when it is done well. This album is one of these. It's relentless in its fist-pumping, thumping, guitar riff-driven tracks like its album title track, Half Black Heart. Creature of Habit ends Half Black Heart on an absolute high. This band give Cassiette hailstorm competition in this genre. It's non-stop goth rock to be put on and played loud. A keeper for me. Nice job.
Wow. Now, somebody who likes a bit of goth rock. William!
Hello,
I'm
I'm a man who's dabbled in the goth rock, as they call it. This was a pretty fun album, wasn't it? I had a lot of time for this album. It's quite fun. Vampire was a very enjoyable opening track. It's one of the ones where it kicks in and it does sort of set the tone for the album. But sort of as someone was saying, it's setting the tone for the album was almost just setting the sound for the whole album. It's very same. It's not really a huge amount of substance to distinguish a huge amount of it from each other. Saying that, what they do have for me is it's really quite enjoyable. I had a very good time listening to it. Songs like Enemy that kick off of that, really punchy, aggressive instrumental, which carries on throughout the background of the song the whole time. I enjoyed this album. I think like Simon said, they sound to me like they'd be a lot better live than they do recorded, because there'd be a lot more energy to show it. But it's fun. It's good. Energy. Enjoyable music. Very good.
Good. Well, this album was right up my street. Absolutely right up my street. I love this. I love the energy. I love that edgy kind of heavy rock music. And there's just slight elements of metalcore without it going into metalcore full on, which I really liked. I thought also there was a great combination in the vocals between male and female. I thought there was some really nice combos in there. I thought it was great variety. I think it set the tone. I think Paul's right. It set that tone, and then it didn't dip a bit. It just changed a little bit, and then it kind of came back again. So I thought it was actually, in terms of as we'll hear from other albums, there's no change in kind of pacing. There was some change in pacing, but it still kept that. I suppose you could call it that heavy. The modern heavy metal, really, because the subject matter in terms of vampire and stuff was pretty goth, but in terms of what you term as musicality, it wasn't. It was kind of full on. I would term it as full on heavy metal, really, without going into that metalcore. I absolutely loved it. It was right up my alley, and right at that point where I can tolerate a little bit of kind of screaming. There wasn't much in it, and where it was pretty good. Vampire, what an opening track to an album. That's the way you do it. Hurts Like Hell, Burn It All Down, So Sick. Four tracks hit my cool playlist, which is for me. Tells you that I adore this album. I absolutely loved it. One of my favourites this month. Terrific album. But there we go. Wow, what a start! What a start! It's quick, it's dirty, it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day even. Check it out. Half Black Heart. You want to know how we rated it? Well, tune back in when we will release our podcast for our album of the month, where we'll be rating all 8 albums and finding if they're in the Hall of Fame. But for now, well, thank you very much for joining us. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you to William, to Trish, to Simon, and to Paul. Check out our next review. Bye for now, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.